Hello, friends. Thank you for stopping by for today's nugget, a closed mouth. You and I were created by God in His image. And while sin has marred the image of God in us, it hasn't blotted it out completely. God is just and loving. And being made in His image, we too have a strong sense of justice. When we see someone else treated another unjustly, perhaps a young child or an elderly person, we often feel pain or anger or both. So we should, because injustice is wrong. And we, as Bible-believing Christians, should not be oblivious to injustice. We see so much of it in the world around us. Child abuse, elderly abuse, violence against women, poverty, racism, and xenophobia. The list is endless. Our world is broken. And into this brokenness world, God sent us as a vessel of mercy, grace, and justice. Where we see injustice that moves our heart, we should ask ourselves, what can I do to the hands and the feet of Jesus in ministering to the hurt and the broken? God has gifted us with different gifts, talent, and burdens. Perhaps we have a burden to minister to women who are escaping abusive home and partners, or perhaps a burden for orphan children. It could be anything else really, but God placed burden on our heart. Listen and ask Him how you can be His hand and feet in ministering to those in need and hoping to tip the scale of this world towards more justice. There are, however, some injustices we may not be able to correct on this side of heaven. Some pain and hurt we may not be able to amend or minister to on this side of heaven. And in those situations, we are to trust that God will act on our behalf when it is according to His will. And we know ultimately God will in the end put all things right. He will put an end to sin and injustice. Until then, we are called to be a hand and feet where He sends us, ministering to the hurt and the broken, and bringing a little more justice in our corner of our world. And that is the nugget. Thank you for stopping by. Study your lesson. I will see you tomorrow.